Hey everyone, so let's wait. So we will start today the DevOps roadmap, right? So we are waiting some people to join, then we will start soon, right? So let's wait. So we will today cover the everything about the DevOps roadmap, right? So you see, I have already made this document very clearly. So let's wait. If you have any doubt throughout this session, ping me in a comment section, right? I will reply you your all comment. So drop me in a comment section. So I am waiting for some people. Let's wait. So join one people here. So let's wait. You can drop in a comment section. Then we will start very soon. So drop it in a comment section, right? So drop in a comment section. I will reply you every comment. So drop me. We will wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Then we will start. Uh, to 5 we will start the everything, right, as per the documentation. Let's wait. And also share where do you have joined this session, right? So that will be clearly I understand. So where you are joined from, right? So drop me in a comment section. I will share the DevOps roadmap today. So this is, I have already mentioned the document in the very clearly what exactly or DevOps roadmap is required, right? So this is now the demo session how exactly a company required to have your proper skill set and what will be for the future for the DevOps requirement and where you are giving the an interview. So what company and people expect to you, right? So today I will share the entire DevOps roadmap. So let's wait. So we will wait here 2 minutes more. Then we will continue. So drop me in the comment section, right? So see, almost 10 people have joined right now. Drop me in a comment section. I will reply your every question. If you have a doubt, definitely you will drop in a comment section and I will reply your every doubt. So see, so let's start. Time is over now. 2 4 1 minute left. So wait till 1 minute. Then we will start from the DevOps roadmap. So wait, I am waiting here for the 1 more minute. Okay. Okay, so time is right now 2:05 is done. So we will start right now here. Yeah, that's fine. If you have any doubt throughout the session, drop me in a comment section. I will reply your every doubt, right? And what I have done at this moment. So let's start right now. See, so what exactly as a DevOps engineer you require the skills in a proper way, not in a random tool you require, right? So you should have a proper knowledge of the Git, right? So think of it like just a Git, how company using the Git and how the Git is working, right? So you just need to understand the Git, the fundamental Git branching and the merging, and the Git rebase and the GitHub and the GitLab, the workflow. So if you don't know what is Git and how Git is working, so I have done the very clearly in the Git DevOps Zero to Hero series. So you need to go on my channel and I have made this series in a proper way. So you can get a Git fundamental. Every DevOps interview people are expecting you should have a proper Git knowledge and the Git branching strategy, how Git is working, and finally the company expect the like a product in any application is deploying. So Git role is a very critical. If you don't have a Git understanding, you don't fit the any the DevOps strategy, right? So you have a proper knowledge of the Git, how Git is working, how Git fundamental and the Git architecture. So I have done the very clearly thing in our Git Zero to Hero series. So you can find from there. If you have any doubt related Git, drop me in a comment section and I will reply your every answer. Right? So DevOps just like fundamental just like how DevOps is working. So first you should understand the Gits and the Git hands-on, right? Then next is the Linux fundamental, right? So you have a proper knowledge of the Linux, not a need to mastering of the Linux, right? But you have the basic fundamental for the Linux, how Linux is working, or what exactly or Linux architecture, file and the permission. You see here the file and the permission management, so right. So as a DevOps engineer, what the requirement every the every application and the like a server, most of the server are using the Linux based, right? So you have a proper fundamental clear for the Linux, how you can create a file and how you can write give a permission to the file, right? And second is third is like a process and the service management. Suppose your application is running and what service they are using and in the background, right? And what process exactly taking a high resources. So everything you will find from the Linux. So you should have a proper knowledge of the Linux, right? So I have mentioned this document very clearly and I will share this document on the GitHub. Then you can find from the there, and also I will paste in a video description, so you can easily get this from the video description as well, right? And third is logs and troubleshooting. Suppose your application is taking a too much log, right? And how you can find the log. So everything command will be execute on the Linux, right? So you have a crystal and the clear knowledge for the Linux, and people are expecting the many of the interview and they are asking the question from the Linux as well. So first you need to understand the Git, what is Git and how Git is working. If you don't know about the Git, I have already done like a Git Zero to Hero series. You can find from there, right? Second is the Linux. So Linux role is very critical and everything. If you are working as a DevOps, Linux will be used in on the daily basis, right? So Linux should be a very important role for the DevOps. So first you need to understand the Git and second is the Linux, right? And further, if you have done the Linux and you know well about all the commands, right, then you should have a proper knowledge of the shell scripting. Why shell scripting, right? So sometimes you need to schedule any task, right? So that's where play is a very important for our shell scripting, right? Like for the Linux automation, right? Variables and what you have I have covered in the Linux, like a variable and the loops, condition and function, cron job, right? So this is a very basic and the ingredient of the if you have done the Linux, right, then you can write shell scripting as well. And how to write a shell scripting I have covered in the very clearly on the in our shell scripting 0 to hero series. That's where only 6 videos for the shell scripting. So you can find from there the shell scripting and the how shell scripting is working. I have covered the a very simple and the easiest way, right? So you can find from there the how shell scripting is working, how to fit your just a scripting over there, and how to consolidate the variable. So everything based on the Linux, right? So first you understand the Linux and then you can write a proper shell scripting to automate your task. That is the way enough, right? And I have already done these things on our shell scripting 0 to hero series, right? Condition and function and the cron jobs. This is a very and the basic ingredient. If you have done these things, then people are expecting the question from this topic very frequently. So you need to do start from the very basics, and people are not asking in an interview in the very question advanced section. So if you have crystal and clear your basic fundamental, you can give answer to anybody, right? Then cron and cron jobs. I have already shared all the syllabus, all the topics on our channel. So go from there and find it. In this session, I have just covering the entire things in the process and the steps way how you can make a DevOps engineer, right? So first you need to understand the Git, then the Linux, and then the shell scripting, right? And the fourth is the Docker. Why Docker? Docker is a very important role in DevOps. So Docker is we are using Docker for exactly your containerization. So what is Docker? How Docker is working? And what exactly a Docker architecture? So I have covered more than that. You can find from there how Docker is working, how to start with Docker, right? Docker best practices. What will be a Docker best practices, right? Multi-stage build. What is a multi-stage build? So I have covered everything in a very clear way. So you can find from the Docker 0 to Hero series, right? Only if, 7 to 8 videos for the Docker. That is more than that, right? So you can find from there and you learn the of Docker. First you need to understand the Git, Linux, shell scripting, then come to the a Docker. If you don't know the Linux, you don't try to any Docker file and the multi-stage Docker build. So that's I tell you in the first you need to understand the Linux in the very basics, right? And then move on the once you have done the Docker, then move on the Kubernetes, right? So know what exactly a Kubernetes, how Kubernetes is working, and what is the difference between Docker and the Kubernetes. I have already covered everything in our Kubernetes 0 to Hero series, and everything mentioned in our GitHub repo, so you can find from there as well, right? So let me share 1 minute to our GitHub repo so that you can understand very clearly, right? So let's wait. Let me see on that screen what exactly I have made document on the GitHub repo, right? Further we will continue here. So wait, Firefox, right? That's great. So see, this is a tag with Diwana GitHub repo, right? So I am telling you in the very basic and the easiest way you can find definitely over there, right? So see what I have covered. See the Git zero to hero. I have covered the Git in Hindi, right? Not covered from the English, and the shell scripting also in Hindi series, right? And Docker as well. In the Docker security, I have covered the English, right? So many people are expecting to make the video in no English, so that's I have started from there, right? So see, Docker zero to hero, what I have covered in that. So see, you need to start off from the day one, right? So day one, from day one to day nine, that is more than that. You don't need to see the any further videos. That is covered, and almost the entire Docker is covered in a 3 to 4 hours, right? What is Docker and how Docker is working. So I think you need to just go on there in the Tech with Diwana GitHub. You search on the Google Tech with Diwana. You need to search GitHub Tech with Diwana GitHub, right? See, you will search on Google, you will find the like Tech with Diwana Docker. So you need to search and go on the Tech with Diwana, right? And you can go on the first page over there. So see, so you will come first over here, right? So first time you are seeing this like a repository, so you need to click on the follow, so right, that will gain the followers and see the what exactly upcoming project and what I have covered and the what language I have used in our project. See the Jenkins mastery, this is working right now, and we have already covered the day 1 and the day 2. See the GKE external ELK production, that is written in a Java based, right? Docker zero to hero, I have used over there the shell scripting. So you should understand the what exactly of shell scripting and the how shell scripting is working, right? And the Kubernetes zero to hero, that is written in a Python. I have used the Python like a fast API and the vector DB. So entire thing I have prepared there over there like in a production VA, right? And this is for the Linux series, Linux session. This is a two people is fork and two is a star. So if you are forking this or a star, that is depends on you, right? So everything I have very clearly mentioned on the GitHub repo documentation, right? And see, so everything mentioned over here, right? So let me switch back to our the session for today. That exactly your DevOps roadmap. So you know exactly. So you first need to understand the Git, and second is the Linux, and third is the shell scripting, and fourth is the Docker, right? And fifth is the Kubernetes. So let me go back on the documentation. See, yeah, back right now. So you need to understand the Kubernetes. What exactly is a Kubernetes? Why we are using the Kubernetes? So I have covered more than that. So you can find the video from there. I am not taking the many times much time here. So this is not a Kubernetes series session, right? So you need to grab the Kubernetes, right? And I have already covered the entire series in the 9 to 10 videos. That video is only coming in 30 minutes. Once you have done the Kubernetes, so you need to understand the Prometheus and Grafana, right? What is exactly is a Prometheus, how to write your SQL query over there, and how the dashboard showing in a Grafana. So that exactly monitor just like infrastructure. Like once you have the deployed your application on the Kubernetes, so you need to monitor that application, right? So that use cases Prometheus and Grafana is working over there, right? So I have already made a one video for the Prometheus and Grafana, that is for the half hour, 30 minutes. So you can watch definitely. I have not taken more than that, and I have select the matrix over there and create a one dashboard for the entire pod and the node levels and the like everything required the Prometheus and Grafana. I have done them more than that. So you can find from the there Prometheus architecture, how Prometheus is working. I have already covered. Grafana dashboard, how Grafana dashboard is looking, already covered, and the alert manager basics. But I have covered more than that the basics. So that is the for the production level, right? So and the interview, someone will ask you in the interview the CPU alert setup. So if you watch that video in the 30 minutes, you will cover the more than that. Not only of how to like a CPU alert setup over there, right? So do one thing, go a step by step what I am telling you, and that is the complete roadmap, right? So you don't need to confuse someone is saying you to start from the Docker Kubernetes. This is doesn't matter, right? So you need to start in a structured way, otherwise you will confuse, right? Don't need to start any particular specific tool. You need to go in the proper way, right? So after the Prometheus and Grafana is done, what will be next? That will be covered the ELK stack, right? What exactly your ELK stack is covered? Centralizes login, right? Once your application is deployed, an application dashboard is monitoring. So further you need to someone is asking interview how you can find the log the 5 days, 10 days, 20 days ago, right? That's where the ELK stack is comes on, right? So you need to go over there and set up the ELK stack, and I have covered more than that in just like a 40 minutes only, right? How ELK stack is working, what's the component, and everything I have covered there, right? So go on the video and find the Kubernetes logging video, and once you will watch that video and you will cover the every question and the answer, right? So only just a 40 minutes video, not more than that, right? So only 40-minute video, no more than that, right? So ELK stack, what is covering? Centralizes the logging, Elasticsearch batching. What exactly is a Elasticsearch? What exactly a log stash? So I have covered more than that. So go from there and what I have mentioned very clearly, and that is the production level. And I have also covered how exactly your SSL you can install to secure your website. So I have not covered like on a demo session that will run on the like of HTTP. If someone will ask you in an interview how to secure your website, how to install the SSL, I have covered more than that. Even I have covered to how to create a DNS and how to create a record, right? So everything I have mentioned in that video. So you need to go and set up the ELK stack. That is a critical. I think this ELK stack is not using the many company, right? But in a critical scenario like in a banking sector, medical department, that company actually use their the ELK stack proper, right? So you must to go watch and that ELK video. Once ELK is done, then you need to start with Jenkins. So we are here, at right. So we already started the Jenkins CI/CD, right? How Jenkins is working, what exactly your Jenkins architecture, where Jenkins secret is used, right? What is the secret path? So everything I have covered in a day 1 and a day 2, and 3 more video will come, day 3, day 4, and the day 5. That Jenkins will cover the DevSecOps pipeline, integration with Sonar, Snyk, and everything. That is the production level. And meanwhile, we will set up there the GitHubs like Argo CD over there as well, right? So this is like a step by step. You can go and make a DevOps engineer, right? So this is a practical way. I am not telling you in the random way what exactly your company requirement and how you can build everything in a proper step by step, right? So we are here in the Jenkins, right? So I have already covered day 1 and day 2, and we'll cover the day 3, 4 and 5 will come very soon. Once you have done the Jenkins, so you need to know about the Ansible, right? What Ansible actually doing? Ansible is just infrastructure configuration over there. Once your infra is provisioned, and you can manage the everything installation and the cluster base. So you can write a one command that will deploy on the every node of the cluster, right? So after Jenkins, we will start the Ansible, right? So why Ansible is needed and what we will cover in Ansible, right? So everything proper structure and the process way, right? If someone will tell you to start with the Ansible, hey, Ansible is a very undemanding, so you need to just do Ansible. Don't start Ansible. If anybody is telling, don't start. You need to understand what exactly is Ansible, when to use Ansible, what exactly Ansible is doing, right? So we will start the Ansible very soon, right? But need to understand what exactly you need to go step by step. Don't do or hurry up, right? So see, after the Ansible is done, the many company use using that services on the cloud as well, AWS, Azure, and the GCP, right? So we will start from the AWS, then Azure, and then on the GCP. So we will cover the everything, right? And I will share to you entire syllabus over there, right? Once AWS done, so further you need to understand the Python scripting. So why Python? Where does Python fit? And why company is used Python? So I will share you the everything. Meanwhile, if you are master in shell scripting, so you can tell in an interview, hey, I know the shell scripting. You can ask the any question, right? So later on we will cover the Python as well the very soon, right? So you need a Python as well. So I will cover the Python in the later. And then finally you are the prepare for the interview question, right? What exactly people is asking, so tell me about yourself. If you know that syllabus in a proper way, that's where I will make one video for you to tell me about yourself and everything about the DevOps journey and the skills and the project. So I have already done that project on the Docker based, on the Linux based, on the Kubernetes based, and the ELK and the LLM based application. I have already covered. If you don't see that video, so please go and start from today, from the Git and the Linux and the shell scripting, then Docker, then Kubernetes, then the Prometheus and Grafana, and further ELK stack, then move on the Jenkins, and later on the Ansible. I will let you know very coming soon, right? So this is a complete roadmap of the DevOps. If anybody tell you to hey start with a GitOps approach, Argo CD, Kubernetes, don't start. You need to make a first a building block of the DevOps, right? Then you can move on the any specific tool and then will be master, right? So you don't need to start from the any particular tool. You need to go the step by step, right? If you have any doubt, so please write a comment section. I will reply the everybody later on, right? So if you have any doubt, please ping me. So this is a complete DevOps roadmap in a 2026. So you need to start from the very basics from the Git, right? So Git is the very critical, and everybody is asking in an interview what exactly Git is working and how to use a Git, right? So start from there and ping me in a comment section. If you have any doubt, I will definitely reply your comment, right? And share your feedback as well over there, right? So let's meet you in another video. Till then, bye bye.